Hi everyone, I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for our reading from Monday the 17th of February through to Sunday the 23rd of February. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video, and as always, take what resonates and just pop the rest to one side and just see what unfolds during the week. So I'm asking for a card for Monday. There we have the Hierophant. For Tuesday, the Worlds. For Wednesday, the Seven of Swords, coming through with the solar plexus. Thursday, the Ace of Pentacles. Friday, the Death card. Saturday, the Four of Pentacles, and Sunday, the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords. And this is the Sacral and the Chariot coming through. Okay, so Monday we have the Hierophant, and this is about teaching, listening to that inner guidance. This is a major arcana and is connected to Taurus, and Uranus is moving through Taurus at the very last degrees of Taurus. Will move into Gemini soon. So just finishing off there, and Taurus is a earth sign. So we're anchoring the light, the divine intelligence that's coming through from the higher consciousness into this earthly realm, into our bodies, anchoring peace, anchoring light, anchoring love into our bodies, anchoring faith into our bodies. So you can see there he is teaching from the Book of Life. So that we're being encouraged to go within and listen to our inner knowing. What feels right, what brings light into our bodies, what brings us peace. That is the divine saying. That is the messages, the pure messages that are coming through. They're coming through with peace, and they're coming through with that, bringing through inner strength and guiding us with peace. Because within that peace there is divine intelligence coming through, and you can see that golden light all around coming down there, that staircase. So we're moving up through the dimensions, connecting to the higher realms, anchoring that divine intelligence that does not have any fear in, does not hold any judgment, is purity of love coming through. So Monday is the start of the week, and this is a beautiful card for Monday, and it does bring in that flavour of the week, reminding us to tune in to the higher consciousness. And this and Monday is the final day of Aquarius season. So this is connecting to the higher consciousness, receiving those downloads from the higher realms, anchoring them, listening, writing them down, writing the messages down that we receive from the universe coming through, and they will only come through with love and encouragement that brings an empowerment that we can move forward, not in any power over or competition, just in a way of a deep knowing. And we're being encouraged as Mars has been retrograding through, it's the final week of its retrograde through Cancer. So reminding us to go in and to listen to that inner knowing, that quiet, subtle voice that always leads us as we may be going one direction, and this subtle voice will tell us go this way, but then the louder voice from our mental energy will tell us to go the opposite way, and we go down that way, and we always say, should I listen to my intuition? And so we're being encouraged to really listen to it now. That's where the truth is. That is our inner guidance. That's our inner compass. As long as it's guiding us with love and not fear and going into resistance with anyone or any situation, to just flow, to trust the flow of life. Tuesday we have the sun moving in to Pisces. So this is the Pisces season, and this is the final sign of the zodiac. So it's got a little bit of every single sign in this sign, everything that we've gone through, to really listen, because this is the end of the chapter. We're coming to the end of this zodiac wheel, and we will be moving into Aries. So that is the beginning of the new year, the new trip round the zodiac wheel. So we're closing things out now. We're anchoring the light in, and we're allowing everything that is weakening us to dissolve and to just fall away now. We're moving into a time of a new reality, anchoring new earth into our bodies, because we hold cellular memory within our body, and Pisces season is all about going within, listening to our emotions. Aquarius season was the earth sign, even though it's the water bearer, alchemizing and shifting those lower emotional and mental melodies into love, into a higher aspect and of love, into our connecting with our higher self and alchemizing anything that's blocking us from our higher self. So we're moving into this time of Pisces that is the healer, is the spiritual healer. There's a lot of energy in Pisces. Mercury moved into Pisces last Friday. So again, things starting to slow down as Mercury moved into Pisces from Aquarius. So we feel that shift from the air sign into the water sign. Saturn is there in Pisces. So is Neptune, just finishing off there in Pisces. So there's a lot of energy, and you know, this is about really sinking down into our bodies, listening to what our bodies are telling us. Where are we holding on to some tension? Where are we holding on to some discomfort? And go into that discomfort and see what messages come from there. Listening to that inner guidance. So we're completing cycles, ready to move into the new zodiac year in Aries. So anything that we do not want to take into the next trip around the zodiac wheel, this is the opportunity to let go, to listen to the higher realms, to listen to our higher self, to allow our body to bring it down. Pisces season is very spiritual, so we can connect Neptune there is in Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. So Pisces is in that alignment with the galactic center. So we're receiving downloads through Neptune into Pisces, into our bodies, and we're anchoring them. And it is coming into every cell within our body, really aligning every cell within our body to our soul essence. So whatever has been blocking us from moving forward is falling away now. Old chapters are closing out, and it is to let them open up, feel this beautiful energy of Pisces. And Pisces is the ocean, that it doesn't have boundaries. It's vast, and it reminds us that we are the ocean. We are that ocean of consciousness. We're all tapped into it. To tap into that ocean of consciousness and to receive the downloads from there. Wednesday we have the Seven of Swords together with the solar plexus. So you can see there, she is looking through the curtain. She's looking through the curtain. There's a mental. There are two heads there. So this is not quite sure of which way to move. So she's moving the confusion. She is listening to her intuition and allowing her intuition to guide her, because that's the light. That's the light of our solar plexus. Our solar plexus is our relationship to ourselves. So when we doubt ourselves, when we are constantly not believing in ourselves, we weaken ourselves. So on Wednesday, we are being asked to really listen to ourselves and believe in that, in our intuition, to look into every single area of our life and what energy are we placing into that area of our life. Where are we? Is it robbing us of energy? Is it robbing us of our joy? Because this is the area of our power to come into the area, into our solar plexus. And as I'm speaking of the solar plexus, Archangel Uriel stepping forward with the light of divine intelligence, with the guidance, with the powerful intuition. So Wednesday, call upon Archangel Uriel for any area of your life where you're feeling confused, where you're feeling in resistance, where you've gone into resistance and you're pushing back or wanting to escape. Call on Archangel Uriel. Place your hands on your solar plexus. Breathe the light of Archangel Uriel in through your crown into your solar plexus. Feel your solar plexus filling with light, dissolving any false beliefs that have been placed upon you and that you've took on as a belief. So there's a healing of the solar plexus, an activation of the solar plexus. So as we're going in, really shifting the layers now and really listening to our emotions, listening to what our heads are saying, listening to what our bodies are saying, where they have gone into tension, where they are holding on to some pain, to breathe into it, to listen to the messages from our bodies. Our bodies will bring through the healing that's required. So through meditation, through self-healing, through drinking and programming our water, we take in that water, and as we program it, it's got memory, and it will go into any area within our body and create healing there and create alignment there. So visualize on Wednesday filling your water, holding it, breathing in the love of God into your heart, filling it with light and drinking it, and visualize it going into your solar plexus, dissolving anything that is contracting, that's stopping you from moving forward through fear. And this fear is coming through from lifetimes. It's not just this lifetime, it's coming through lifetimes. So we're going deeper and deeper at this time of this Pisces season. And Pisces is water, so working with water, having our salt baths, having our aroma oil baths, and really allowing whatever is, whether it's seen or unseen, to just dissolve from our bodies. Now we're setting the intention and activating our bodies for release during this Pisces season, ready to step in to the next new year with a lot lighter, so that we take the wisdom of everything we've gone through from this year, everything that we've gone through from 2020 and beyond. We've all had a wake-up call, and we are all now really listening to that power that we have within us. And the power that is within us is love. It's nothing above anyone else. It's just what's right for us. So Wednesday, really placing your hands on your solar plexus, coming through with water. So the energy of healing is coming through water. So really programming our water, and drinking it. And as we drink it, see it going in to our solar plexus, see our solar plexus shining like the sun, and allow it to shine upon our path. And also calling in Archangel Uriel on Wednesday for that guidance. Archangel Uriel is the psychologist of the Archangel realm, and helps us to see things through different perceptions, that we don't get lost in our head through that rigid thoughts that we have, that we're able to open our minds to take in that divine intelligence. Thursday, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So from doing the work on Wednesday, this is a new beginning. You can see there she's that light that she's worked on and dissolved, and allowed her solar plexus to just open. It's guiding her into this new beginning, and there are blossoms on the tree. So we're moving into a time of prosperity, of well-being. The Ace of Pentacles is a gift, and it's all those visions that we've had, those wishes and the prayers that we have said and sent up to heaven. They're being heard and they're being answered, and we're being guided on this path of new beginnings. Friday, we have the Release, and this is the Death card, death and rebirth. So we are definitely going through some deep releasing this week of those old beliefs we have of ourselves, and maybe of others, of really letting all that go now, because it's trapped in our body. It's stopping our body from moving forward. It's holding us back. We've armoured ourselves. We've gone into overprotection of ourselves by setting these boundaries that are actually going into resistance. So there's a very thin line. We have these guidelines that we with the understanding, with the wisdom and the knowledge of whatever we put out into our energy field, that is what is going to come back. So as we start to shift, letting go of the old, letting all those old layers fall away. And when I look into this card, it reminds me of the cracking open of the seed. As the seed starts to crack open, and there's new growth there that is full of vitality and and life. So we're cracking open, and from letting go of the old, we are transforming and moving in to the new light filled body, to the our light body, dropping away the layers of dense energy of that fear that will only hold us back, listening to our hearts, listening to our guidance that only comes through with loving and encouraging words. It doesn't bring through anything fearful. If we are listening to the fear, we are actually going back into an old reality, an old lifetime, a past lifetime, that we believed in those fears, and they hold us in a prison. It keeps us stuck. So we're breaking away from all that, coming into our inner knowing, into that guidance from within that is coming through so strong. And the stronger it gets, the quicker the transformation. As we listen to it, we move with it, in alignment with it, the quicker the transformation. But things are starting to fall now. We're stepping into this new world, new reality that is very spiritual. It's very holistic. So we know that if there's something happening within our bodies, it's coming from the way we're thinking, the way we are feeling about certain things. Then it starts to affect our bodies in a misaligned way. So aligning our thoughts to the divine, anchoring those thoughts, anchoring that divine intelligence within every cell within our bodies, going and moving and flowing with life, not going into any fear. Saturday is the Four of Pentacles. So just as we come to the end of the week, just do a reflection on, am I still holding on to an old belief? Am I still fearful of giving? Am I fearful of sharing something with someone? Am I whatever is blocking us, know that will squeeze us off from the divine flow. So you can see there, she is coming in, she's bringing that energy in from the divine, letting it come through her body, her heart, onto her path. But look where maybe certain situations in our lives that we feel uncomfortable with, that is the divine showing us we are holding ourselves, we are blocking ourselves through having those thoughts and feelings and fears of that situation. We're holding ourselves back. If we're not able to give love to another, we actually we block that love from entering our own bodies. So we start to feel exhausted. Being aware of where you're placing your attention on Friday that does drain you, and we may blame a person, we may blame a situation in our life, but actually it's our perception of that person, our perception of that situation, to let that go, to rise above it now, to know that ultimately, and we're moving up through these frequencies and vibrations and dimensions, till ultimately that we are all one. We are all one, but individual, because we have our ancestors that have all brought us into this time and space with talents, with attributes, with gifts, and that's what we're here. We are bringing through those gifts that ultimately that were there in our first ever ancestors, bringing those shiny gifts, those ancient gifts into our reality. And we all have a different gift, we've all got different gifts. So where are we blocking ourselves by seeing maybe somebody does things in a different way and we perceive that as being better, to come and let go of all that now, to open up, to share in alignment, not that we're oversharing or overgiving or over codependent on someone or taking somebody else's gift and trying to make it our own, to actually allow ourselves to open up and in full acceptance and gratitude for the gifts that we have. So there's an opening up on Friday, and then from Saturday, the Wheel of Fortune. This is things changing as we open up and we see that as we give with an open heart, then we are able to receive as well. So this is going with the flow. Again, this is what this reading's been about this week. Just go with the flow. Become the flow. We're in this Pisces season of expansion of the ocean, to flow in that ocean, to realize that we are the ocean, that we are not just a speck, a drop in that ocean, but we do hold our individual gifts, to move with that, so that we're not grating on someone else or no one else is great. We're just moving, and this is a time of things starting to shift as we're moving through this last side of the zodiac. And next week Mars starts to move direct, and it's very slow moving Mars, but we will start feeling a shift of moving forward. So we're going to start feeling this at the end of the week. So on Monday, Mars starts to move forward in Cancer. So this is as we start to bring our head and our heart into alignment and connect with our higher self. And we have healing here with the sacral. So again, this area of, we've done work on the solar plexus, so we're moving on to the sacral. And this is where we hold our divine relationships, our creations. This is our creative center. To merge on Sunday with our higher self. Visualize your higher self and allow any blocks that are stopping that connection with higher self, allow it to dissolve, and feel your higher self merging completely into your body, into every cell within your body, allowing those sacred relationships now, the healing of all past relationships, anything that is blocking us, any old vows that we may have taken in past lives, to be dissolved now, in full, setting ourselves in full activation for release of those old thought forms, of those old patterns that have taken us into relationships where it's been lesson after lesson. Actually taking a breath, allowing ourselves to just merge into the vastness of the ocean of divine intelligence, of our higher self. And there we have the Chariot. We're starting to move. The Chariot is one of ascension. Archangel Metatron is guiding us through our ascension, and the downloads, the upgrades, the attunements, the alignments. Archangel Metatron ensures that we all receive what each individual requires, that we everything is tailor-made for our own individual path, even though we're in this vastness of the ocean of consciousness, and we're moving into this highest consciousness. And he is ensuring that we receive everything in perfect alignment for our own soul growth and our own soul journey. So this is a time of victory, that we've moved and we are about to step into a higher timeline. We're moving up through our ascension. We're on our right path to listen to what feels right. And if it's feeling right through fear, then sit and examine our motivations through making decisions, through our judgments, whatever it may be, to really go deep now, deep below everything. We're peeling back the layers to get to that core, and that core is our soul, and it is guiding us into our ascension. So this week is one of doing the inner work, and this is what we've been doing, the inner work, but really taking responsibility of it now. This is bringing love into our lives. So where there may have been some difficulty in relationships, in personal relationships, and know that there is love coming and aligning with each individual on the same level, speaking the same language. And so let go of allowing any relationship to create a change within you. If it's knocking you out of alignment, to really bring yourself into alignment, knowing that person is showing us exactly what we need for our healing, for our enlightenment, and to come into a state of acceptance and allowance instead of resistance. So lots going on this week. It's all love. It's all about our evolution. It's about our soul journey, which is taking us into a time of celebration and happiness and love coming together. When we stop blocking it, when we get ourselves out of the way, that's what Spirit's saying. Move ourselves and allow our hearts to guide us in an aligned and beautiful way. So a time of healing, and you can see there she is connecting now with her spirit. So any pain due to relationships, there's a powerful healing on Sunday. There she is connecting to spirit, listening to our loved ones in spirit as well, listening to their guidance, looking for the evidence of them around us, constantly protecting us and guiding us from the spiritual realms. So the Four of Swords is the card after the Three of Swords, which is all around grief and betrayal. So yes, this sits very well with this sacral chakra. So placing our hands, calling our angels in, calling Archangel Gabriel to bring healing to our sacral, and allowing our area of creation, divine creation, to be activated. So a wonderful week. Stay strong. Any fearful thoughts, know that that's the past. It's not the future. It's not who we are now. So Don't pay attention to those old fearful stories and overthinking and trying to analyse and go off into the future with different scenarios. When we do that, we block ourselves off from this infinite, divine flow of intelligence that's coming through in every single moment. So we're being aligned for our next phase of our lives. So hold on and keep everything that makes you happy, that uplifts you. And this is feelings, and allow any any fears to dissolve, and know that they are not relevant, they're not beneficial for us. We have instinct. So if we was to step off a pavement and a car comes, then that instinct is to jump back, and that's instinct. We have that within us. Everything else we've built on of overprotection, armouring ourselves, and now it's about letting all that go and coming back into our natural state and listening to our intuition from its pureness, from its state of nature. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful week ahead, and thank you for listening.